I think at the end of the year, obviously players want an extra day, coaches want an extra day, but I think at the end of the year, everybody knows where they stand. Everybody's injured. There's no teams that are healthy. I mean, this is literally, you're patching this thing up. Oregon is just absolutely on fumes. I mean, talk about injuries. They've got walk-ons on the 2 deep in the wide receiver room. I mean, you're talking about some depletion, right, at the end of the year. What does one more day matter? Come on, you're going to get that healthy after one more day. So I totally agree. I think put the eyeballs on, have it at night. It works for us to be at night anyway out here because we can put it at 5 o'clock. That makes it more reasonable for the East Coast at 8. I think it's a win-win. And I do love what you just said about the bowls. And I love this year's bowl matchups. I think there's so many quality teams this year, top 25, that you don't really get a chance to see conferences go against each other very often either. And so it's great to see SEC. SEC has 14 of 16 teams or something that are bowl eligible.
13 to 14.
That's a crazy number, right? So I think it's gonna be a fun year. And I think the matchups at the top are going to be really good. And for everybody that, again, wants more and more playoff expansion, I get it. But if you get to end the year with a win, it feels so much different going through the whole offseason, the recruiting, the spring game, everything else, versus there's only one team at the end that wins the whole thing, for football. And I can speak on that personally as a Duck fan because when we had Marcus Mariota had the Heisman Trophy, it was the greatest of the greatest of the great. And then you go and you win against Florida State, a huge opponent that you would never have a chance to play. You get to play him in that game, and it didn't feel like a Rose Bowl. That was, again, at Pasadena, but it didn't feel like a Rose Bowl. It felt like a college football playoff game. And then the next week we're in Dallas, and we lose to Ohio State, and it's like, the whole season, right? That was a heck of a year. That was one of the best years Oregon football's ever had, ever. But they ended with a loss. And it just feels like those are the kind of things that I feel like big picture. These are college kids. These guys were just in high school a couple years ago. They're not pros. Like Nick Saban was saying, these guys aren't pros. And I really do think that the bowl is a really fun time. It's at really cool locations oftentimes. It gets to let kids go to different places, play against different teams they rarely play against. And it gets to have showcase opportunities, people to put one more game on film for NFL scouts and everybody else.
And don't you think Rose Bowl officials wouldn't mind putting together Oregon and Ohio State again?
What a matchup that would be. Oh, you think eyeballs would be on that? I mean, Lord. And I thought Ohio State was going to win in September. Oh, if you said to match it up again, I'd be like, wow, okay. I mean, I believe Oregon can win. I just don't know if they would win, right? Right? So, again, that would be awesome. I think that would be amazing. And hopefully that happens because I think that would be something that we as a college football community would really love to see. Something like that. It would give us a lot of closure to a college football season to see a team start the year with the biggest non-conference game of the year from our perspective, right? And one of the biggest wins on this conference for years. The Pac-12 needed that win so bad for relevancy. I mean, so bad. And to have it match up again, that would be just beautiful. And there's no better setting. I said that I think Washington has a great college football setting. I don't think there's any better setting than January 1st, Pasadena in the Rose Bowl as the sun sets, those beautiful the sets, against the mountains and everything. It's a very special place.